Hey friends, this is Poetic in Rainbow Six Extraction. For new players and maybe for some experienced players or intermediate players, I wanted to create this video about the extended barrel attachment on SMGs and Jaeger's 416C carbine assault rifle. So Doc and Rook both share the P90, and there's the option for the extended barrel attachment on the P90. Pulse has the UMP 45. Extended barrel attachment is available for that submachine gun. Alibi has the MX4 Storm submachine gun, but I advise a compensator. She's the exception. I advise a compensator for the MX4 Storm, not an extended barrel. And I'll touch on the reason here briefly. You can see here the fire rate for the MX4 Storm is 950 rounds per minute. You burn through ammo very quickly with it. That's a high fire rate. But if you look at the recoil pattern, you see that's a very high recoil pattern. And this gun has a lot of muzzle rise with continuous fire. Extended range, the extended barrel offers two things. One is it offers extended range. But extended range means nothing if your bullets are passing over the target completely, which tends to happen with the MX4 Storm. For that reason, I advise putting a compensator on it. This will allow you to have more control and less muzzle rise during continuous fire. Some people look at the muzzle brake and comparing the recoil pattern of the compensator and the muzzle brake, they'd say, well, I would use a muzzle brake. But the muzzle brake is really about reducing the overall weapon kick of single shot firing. This is a submachine gun. It has automatic or continuous fire. I would say go with a compensator. This is going to give you more control for continuous fire. This is good if you're doing, just short 3-round bursts. However, on severe and critical difficulty, you're going to be going against Apexes, Tormentors, and Proteans. And you're going to need continuous fire to do as much damage as you can in a very brief window of time. Especially with this gun. At 950 rounds per minute, you're going to burn through your magazine quickly. So, best bet for the MX4 Storm is the compensator because of the high muzzle rise that this gun has. But for all the other operators, see here the 416C Carbine, 740 round fire rate's not incredibly fast, and this one still has a high kick to it, but the benefits outweigh the disadvantages, in my opinion, of putting an extended barrel on Jaeger's 416C carbine. And then Rook also has, he starts out with the P90, put an extended barrel on that. And then Capitao, he has both this M12 you can put an extended barrel on and this Para 308. This looks like an assault rifle to me, but it does have the extended barrel, so perhaps it's considered a submachine gun. I don't know. Now, the reason for putting this on, a lot of people would say, why would you do that when you can put on a compensator or a muzzle brake? Why choose the extended barrel? It doesn't increase the damage. Can't really see, looking at the specs on the right hand side, can't really see any visible advantage to putting an extended barrel on over a compensator or a muzzle brake. There is a mechanic in Rainbow Six Extraction, and once you know about it, it will change the way you play the game. And it is a snap to function. Call of Duty Modern Warfare in the early 2000s had this. That's the first game I know of that had it. Others might have included it before then, but I became familiar with it because of that game and the practice room, the practice kill room. How the snap to function works is if you are within range of an enemy and you tap and hold L2, if you're within range, your sights will snap to that target. If you're not within range, you'll just aim down sights. It'll just point in the general direction that you're already pointing. But if you're aiming in the general direction of an enemy, you don't have your shot precisely lined up. You tap and hold L2, your sights will snap to the target's head or weak point. This is huge. It gives you these split-second windows to land very precise shots. And the extended barrel doesn't just extend the range of damage, it extends the range of the snap to function. If you've ever been playing, trying to be covert, take out nests or enemies or whatever, and you've approached with a handgun, you can test this out yourself. Go medium range from a target, say a grunt or a nest. Grunts are better though because you can tell if it's working. Point in the general direction of the enemy, but don't point precisely at the enemy, and then tap and hold L2. It will test the snap to function, the range of your snap to function. Because I've noticed when I've been medium range or longer trying to land weak point or headshots with handguns, it just hasn't worked. But I've closed the distance a few meters and then tapped and held L2 again, and instantly it will snap to a grunt's head or a bloater's back. So increasing the effective range of the weapon also increases the effective range of the snap to function. And that's why I recommend the extended barrel whenever possible, with the exception of Alibi's MX4 Storm. For her gun, use the compensator to control that muzzle rise and excessive recoil. I hope this helps you guys. This game has a lot of good things going for it, and I just want people to have fun. And I hope this game can keep going. I've had a really good experience in the 100+ hours I've put into it.